I hope my screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, today we have planned for loop scripting and text processing tool. Let's start. So today we are going to write for loop script, and we will see the use of for loop script also. Suppose we want to repeat any task in a loop way, like we want to send email to multiple peoples or any activity similar to that, then we create for loop script. So here vi space my script, and here I'm going to create a for loop script. So first we'll write for, then a variable. Variable can be any word here. For this variable, what are the values? So I'm giving here Raju, Sonu, Monu, Hira, Kamal. Like this, I've given multiple username. Now what to do? I am saying user add dollar name, means I'm asking it to create user with these names, and this name word I am using here as a variable. Then I'm saying it, once it is executed, then show me user dollar name created successfully. This message should come on the screen, and my work is done. So this, if I want to send an email, then accordingly the email script also we can write. So let us see. When we are going to run this script, see, to test it, tell space slash etc slash fastwd. Here you can see after Fahim, user Raju, Sonu, Monu, Hira, and Kamal is created. Okay. I want to delete this all user minus R. Sorry. There in message I have not changed. That's why it is showing created. It should be deleted. Okay. And now if you check, all is deleted. Okay. So overall objective of this for loop script was, if you want to do anything in a loop continuous way, you can use it. For example, here you see they have used the same type of thing, but what they have done, address equal to address, again it is a variable here now. And for that it will take the value from here as a name at the rate example.com, whatever your email server domain ID is, that you can give. Message, what message you want to give in the email. Then what they have done, you see, echo dollar message, pipe email minus s as a subject reminder, and send it to address. So it will fetch from here and here, and one by one it will send same message to these all three users. Okay. So this is our for loop script. Now the next is text processing tool. So one thing I would like to clear about text processing tool, that is whatever we see here, that is not going to make changes in the file. It is just to change and show it on the terminal. If you want to make changes inside the file, then you have to use any file editor or text editor. It will change as per the command, but it will show only on the terminal, but that change will not be saved. Let us see the same. One, already we have seen cat and less. Cat to create a file, to read a file, or to add lines to a file. Less you can use to display one page at a time, that we have also seen. Next is head and tail. So what is the use of head and tail? If you use only head file name, so why I'm using fastwd, because there is a lot of lines in this file. If you have any other file which is having like 20-30 lines, then you can test it. So head will display by default top 10 lines of the file, or starting 10 lines of the file. But if you want to see only starting 2 lines of the file, you can use -2, and you see. You want to see 5, 6, you can give exactly as a number. Or one more option we have, you can use -n space the number, output will be same. So head displays by default 10 lines of the file, and same thing when we use tail, it will show last 10 lines of the file. And similarly, when you use the number, like I want to see 3, it will show last 3 lines of the file. Next, after this, we have grep. So what is the use of grep? Grep we will use in lot of place while working in Linux, to fetch line of a file which contain the word, whatever word we are going to specify. So here, grep, what to grep? I want to grep the word Tanveer, where it is. Show me the line which contain the word Tanveer. You see, I have given fetch the line which contain the word root. Okay. So like this, it will fetch line of the file which contain the word what you specify. Next is cut. So what is the use of cut? For cut, we have to create a file in different way. So like this, there should be something as a separator of the column. So I've created four column: name, salary, designation, and department. And all the columns are separated using colon. So if we have something like this, then we can test it. So what cut does? Cut a space minus D, delimiter, separator. Which character you have used to separate the column? So I've used colon. Then which field you want to display? So cut displays column of a file. So I want to see column number 1 and column number 3 of the file report. I want to see column number 1, 2, 3. I want to see only 1 and 2. So like this, we can filter and display column wise the output. Next is word count. So what exactly is the word count? We have a file fox here. WC word count fox. So here we have 3 lines, 17 words and 79 characters. If you want to display only number of lines, minus L. If you want to display number of word, minus W. If you want to display characters, C. So this is how it is going to display. Okay. Short. Short is going to arrange lines of a file in ascending or descending order. So here we can see the same by creating files. Instead of creating multiple lines, I will write multiple words in one word in every line. Now to see the short, we will type command short space report. You see, it has arranged the lines of a file in ascending order. But when you are going to open and see the file, it is as it is. If you want to arrange in reverse order, descending order, minus R. If you want to remove duplicate lines, you want to see only unique lines, minus U. So you see, Komal I have written 2 times, Raju 3 times, but it is showing only 1 time. It will display only unique. If you want to count how many times which line has been used, unique minus C. Here you can see which line has been written how many times, that it will show. Is it clear till here? Do you have any questions?
It's clear, sir.
Okay. So sometime what happens, we need to compare two files. That can be like, I want to compare configuration with the sample file. I want to compare with anything. two files I want to compare. So if I open it side by side and then go line by line, it takes a lot of time and maybe I can miss, or you can miss the line which is having some difference, or where is the difference. So to compare two files for the differences, we can use diff command. So how it works, I'll create two file, get India, now instead of creating one more file, I will copy the same India in one file Bharat. So if you see the content in Bharat is same. Now I will open the Bharat file in VI editor. I will change. So I have done some changes in the line so that we can see the difference. If I write diff space India space Bharat, it is showing that there is a difference in first file India. This is the first line. Second is Europe. So line number 1 and 2 is differ. Okay. So we can see in line number 1, it is written like this. Here it is this. So we can easily identify what exactly is the difference here. Suppose if I make changes, uh, in line number 2, only in line number 2, and then we use the diff command. You see it is showing there is a difference only in line number 2, and we can easily identify. So for this purpose we use diff. Next is aspell. Aspell is used for spelling check, but now this command is not there. TR command we have already seen for translation from small to capital or capital to small letter. We want to translate or convert the text of a file. Next is search and replace. So in VI editor also we have seen this search and replace. Similarly, here we have search and replace. So how does it work? Okay. So you want search and replace, but that will not get replaced in the file. Okay. So before that, I'll go in the file and copy the same line multiple times. I will start Visual Editor and Y for young. P. Okay. So it is having multiple lines. So what I want to do is said search the word Asia and replace it with Africa, globally interactive, close it in the file Bharat. You see. So here we had Africa, 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 it changed. But when you open the same file, there is no change. Okay. So this is when you want to change globally, means all. You want to search and replace two words instead of a single, then what is the solution? So that will come. But if you want to search and replace a specific number of, only in a specific number of lines, like from line number 1 to 6, okay, and it has to search the word is and change in had. You see, line number 1 to 6 changed. Similarly, if I want to change for multiple, then you see said minus e is a change here. Okay, same thing. Minus e, again a space minus e, and then we have to write the same search, the word it with this, close it. Now you see touch in this also, it has changed had also. It in this and is in had. So like this also we can search and replace multiple words. So I hope till here things are clear. Any questions?
No, sir, actually.
Okay, so till now we have covered till day 9 and we have completed it. Now I am moving to day 10 topic, okay, scheduling future task and managing process. Okay. So as per the book also, we have completed till unit number 9 and now we are in lecture number 10, investigating and managing process. Sorry. So what exactly is a process? So process is a set of instruction loaded into memory. Memory means RAM. Whenever we execute any command and that command is executed, then it goes to the kernel and for its own identification, it is assigned a numerical value that is called process ID. And then accordingly the RAM and CPU uses everything is allocated. So numeric process ID, PID, is used for identification of process. Now what we can do in this process topic, generally we see what are the process running on our device, how much the CPU RAM is utilized. If any process is overutilizing, we kill that process, we terminate that process. Or if any process is running very slow, then we increase the priority of CPU uses and we support it to finish it fast. So here I'm going to open one more terminal and SU Tanveer. Enter. Okay, need this. So here Control Shift plus. Okay, so I have two user. We can log in on different terminals also, but again I have to switch here and there. So I have opened in the same terminal on different tabs. PS command is used to display the current running process of the current user on this terminal only. What this user has executed on this terminal. So bash is running and the PS we have executed just now. Now, if I want to see all the process PS space minus E, it will list all the process. You see whether it is running on any terminal. We can see this all. So some of the process when we start the computer, Linux server, then it runs in the background. So it lists all. And these are the process ID. Now the next is PS space minus U. You want to see who is executing this process. So when you use the command PS space minus U, let me execute it once again. You can see the user name, process ID, and then here you see CPU percentage, memory, okay, this terminal status, okay, the start time, total running time, the command which is used on it, everything we can check here. Now the next is PS space minus F, capital F. Extra information it is going to print related to your own. If you use minus U, sorry, FU, FE. So like this, we can see the extra informations. Okay. This all. Now I have seen this all process, but this process information which comes with this command is not that much beneficial for me. I want to see some specific information only. PS space minus EO. Okay. And I want to see only process ID. Then I want to see what is the command. Then I want to see percentage CPU uses. I want to see percentage memory uses. And also I want to see it runs on which terminal. And who is executing it. That also I want to see. So E user, you see. So terminal, who is executing, process ID, command, CPU utilization and memory utilization. If instead of this, if I use only O, it will show for my own terminal. Okay. Now, suppose Tanveer is working on one file. He has opened and he is left.
Sir, I have a small doubt.
Hmm.
In Windows, we can see that how much memory is utilized. Okay,
In Linux
right.
also
In
we can see
Windows, I know. In Linux, how can we see that? How
that.
much
That
memory
also
is utilized?
I'll show you. I'll show you.
Okay.
So this one here again, if I'm going with EO, so EO, if you see, E will show all the process. So here I can see Tanveer is running via editor and how much it is utilizing the CPU and how much memory. So I want to terminate this process. Suppose if it is using more CPU memory, so I want to kill this process. I want to terminate this process. Then the command is kill minus 9 space this process ID 3955. So when you see here, what happened? Killed. Okay. So who can kill the process? Only root can kill the process. So kill is to terminate the process. Then you have to give the process ID, which you want to kill or terminate. And -9 means immediately, because if you don't give -9, it is like, hey, close this, close your work, wrap it up. So what you will do? What you are doing, you will finish it and then you'll wrap it up. You will not take any new work. But if I say, no, close this all immediately, whatever you are working, anything, immediately you will close everything. So that is kill -9, immediate. So here you have the fields PID, com means command, PID process ID, percentage CPU, memory, state, terminal, executing users and all. pgrep means if you want to grep the process executed by a specific user. Okay. Like for example, I want to check which process is executed by user Tanveer. I can see he's executing this process 3748. Okay. So we can get only process ID. Okay. Or if you want, you can use this command like how we have used, and then you can use the grep. For example, and see this type of error also you see when something is suddenly closed. Then how to fix this issue? So if you read this carefully, now you will found one swap file with the name .joy.swp. So dot means hidden file. So how you will be able to see ls space -8.
Well,
So when you
hmm.
use this, you can find this .joy.swp. So next time when you open joy file, every time it will give you the error. So the solution is rms space -f dot joy dot swp. You delete it. Now you open the file vi joy. You will not get any error. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it as it is. And here, when I use command this one EO, I want to just see the process of Tanveer. See, like this we can grep and we can see. So here also this grep command is useful, and the pipe command is also useful. Piping is also useful here. Like this we can extract. This is to kill. Okay. Now scheduling the priority. Scheduling the priority. Before that, let me show you one more thing. If you put comma nice, you can see there is a value, nice value, okay, in the last. So what exactly is the nice value? So whenever we execute any command, any process, that process will have equal priority to use the CPU. And by default, the priority is 0. So there is a one value which affects the priority of a process to access the CPU. And that value is called nice value, or that number is called nice value. The range of the nice value is from -20 to 19. Lower the nice value means higher CPU priority. Okay. So suppose any process is running and it is running very slow. We want to make it fast. Then we have command renice, change the value, and then the process ID 3748. Sorry, 4091. You see. Now I've changed the priority. You can see the priority value. Earlier it was 0 and now it changed to -10. So here in this VI and all, it will not show the effect. But where the CPU is required to process anything, any specific process or application, and if it is running slow, you want to make it fast, in that case, you will change the priority value. So priority value can change before executing the command. Like initially you will set nice space -n and the value what you want to set, and then you will execute the commands. Or if it is already running, then you will use this option. But only the thing is root can perform these changes of the nice value. Normal user cannot. Now coming to your question, from where we can see the total CPU and memory uses. For that we have command top. So here in top you can see the total CPU percentage uses plus your memory, how much is used, how much is free. Total task is how much is running, how much is sleeping, how much is a stop, and how many process are zombie process. So zombie is similar to the Hollywood movie. You see the zombies process initiated by the process itself, that is called zombie process.
So stopped as in like what's up?
Stopped means how many process is stopped, not killed.
Ha,
Okay.
sir. Okay. Created, but right now it is not in use, right?
Correct, correct.
Okay.
Now to exit, you have to press Q. Same thing, if you want to see in graphical environment, go to the activities, show application. Here is the option utilities. Under the utilities, you have the option here, system monitor. Here you can see all the process. You want to kill, select it and process, like how you do in the task manager. So this is for your process. If you want to see the resource status, here you can see how much CPU is utilized, how much memory is utilized, how much swap memory is utilized, how much network traffic is there. So these are all things you can see here. File system, like how much partition, which partition is utilized how much. So in Linux, as I told you, there are three partitions created by default: boot partition, root partition, and swap. So swap detail you can see here. Okay, out of 2 GB, how much is used? And root partition, total is 18.2 GB, so 5.3 GB is used. And the boot partition, which is of 1.1 GB, this much is available, this much is used. Okay. So this is basically the process which we can see. Now moving to the job control. What exactly is the job control? So job control is something similar to minimize and maximize. When we do multitasking, what we do? We open multiple windows, multiple program, and whatever we need, we just open it. When I don't need, I minimize it. I again need it, I click open it, or you can say restore it. Same thing if I want to do in the command line environment. In graphical environment, it is similar to the Windows. In command line environment, same thing is termed here as a sending process or running process in background or in minimized way. Okay. To send any process, to send any command running in the background, you have to use Control Z. Okay. So just now you have asked, na, stopped. So this is the stopped. Okay. Or you can
Okay,
use
sir.
the
Got it.
command signal 19. Okay. And then the job number. So let us see this some out result. Like I have opened VI ham. I have some work. I'm working. All of a sudden, I have to go in another thing. Escape, Control Z. So what happened? I have stopped. Now you check the top. How many jobs are stopped? One. So that I have sent in the background. Like you see, cat space greater than KK. I have to go now. Control Z again. Stopped. Means these all things are there. It's running, but not running. You can say it's been sent in the background. Now, how to list how many jobs are running in the background? We have command jobs. It is showing there are two jobs running in the background. I want to resume FG foreground job number. So here in the left side, you can see the job number one, two. CVI editor open. Now I will complete my work.
Sir, if we do Control Z, will it be saving the file? And after that, it will be exiting?
No, it will be minimized as it is.
But what and all we wrote in that file, will it be saved?
It will not be saved. Uh, you see, if I have written anything in the notepad, suppose just I'll give you one example. So what will happen? Is it safe or it is lost?
No, no, just for the temporary use.
Definitely.
Huh.
So same thing is going to happen there. So now when I've completed and saved it, it's gone. Now you see the jobs. How many jobs are running now? Only one. I don't want to continue with this job. I want to kill it. -9. Here we have to be careful. We have to give percentage job number. If you give directly 2 as a job number, it will understand 2 as a process ID, because you see same command kill -9 process ID. So how it will identify it is a process ID or job ID. So process ID will be without percentage and job ID will be with percentage. Now you see there is no job running in the background. So this was the option. Now sometime what happened, we execute some commands, but we are not able to understand whether command executed successfully or it failed. So for that we have echo dollar question mark. So if we get the value 0, means last executed command was successful. For example, Gopi, it is not a command. We got the another value. So if we get any value from 1 to 255, means last executed command was not successful. Cat space basant, no such file or directory. You see, the error code is different. So if you want to check the status, exit status, okay, whether it is a success or failure, you can use echo dollar question mark. And if you get 0 means success, 1 to 255 means failure. Now, conditional execution operators. So what exactly is this conditional execution operator? I say if calendar command runs, run date command also. And then if first will run, then second will run. If first does not run, second will not run. This is called and then. So command will run based on the condition. Similarly, we can set or else double pipe. If first command run, then second will not run. If first does not run, then second will run. So you see here, first run, second didn't run. If first does not run, then second command executed here. So based on the condition, we can define which command has to execute after what. So this is conditional execution operators. Similarly, we can define the if statements, like if this command run, then run this command also. Else you run this command and then this command. Else you can use this. So in this way, we can write the scripts related to the if. So today uh, we have completed script text processing tool. Then we have seen managing process and jobs. So that was the thing. This one we have not done: listing, controlling jobs, killing process, monitoring activity. So only the thing remains is scheduling a job. Okay. Next class we will cover scheduling jobs using at and cron tab. Then the next we are going to cover tomorrow, that is this one: creating and managing compression and we'll go for ACL also. So these all are small topics. ACL, and after that normally we'll move. So we'll have these things tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be covering almost 50% of the syllabus. So once again, I'll tell you, if you have any type of questions, any doubt, revise everything, note it, and ask the questions. Else, what will happen? Every day you will join the session, the course will complete, and if you have any backlogs you have not practiced, then suddenly you will come to know that no, today the course is completed. So the better is you practice whenever there is a weekend, you practice from the beginning and you note down all your doubts. And when the class starts, on that time you ask that again, if you need any topic to be repeated, you have gone through the recording, everything, and still you are not able to understand, then you can ask the question.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Okay, fine then. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you, sir.